All right, we are back with Eric Eaton, owner of EFS Insurance, and this morning we are talking about why so many people are reevaluating their homeowners insurance right now after seeing the devastation in North Florida from Hurricane Michael. Good morning, good to see you.
Good to be back, thank you.
Yeah, you know, our hearts, thoughts still with our friends and family members. A lot of people know that area well, and it was kind of hard to see all that devastation. I think it's also a lesson that we can all learn here too about maybe what we should be changing with our homeowners insurance and our coverage. What say you, Eric?
Well, I mean, obviously you want to look at your homeowners insurance first. That's primary. But I think the thing that's overlooked the most is flood insurance.
Okay.
And people just don't pay attention to that. And out of the last 3 major storms we've had, North Carolina, now the Panhandle, Houston, a large majority of the damage was done by the flooding part of it, not just the wind. So your hurricane insurance and your homeowners covers for the wind, but the flood is the rising water. And we've seen 8, 10, 12 foot of flood surges. And when you take into account that the average elevation of the state of Florida is 6 foot above sea level, if we have an 8, 10, or 12 foot flood surge, it's going to devastate not only Pinellas but Hillsborough County. So it's really something that people should look closely at.
And when you look at the numbers, even the one in North Carolina, I mean, it was, small percentage of people who had flood insurance. Small.
Less than 20% of them were actually covered by flood insurance, of the damage at least. You know, so that's 80% of the damage was uncovered to homeowners.
Why do people not have flood insurance, do you think?
You know, it's a great question, and it's not people's fault at all.
Okay.
What I think happens is we're kind of lulled to sleep with a false sense of security. We look at it and, oh, we're not in a flood zone, so we believe that we don't need flood insurance. The fact of the matter is, like I said, 6 feet above sea level, we had Michael come through, and it wasn't anywhere near Tampa Bay, and we had some flooding in the St. Pete area and probably some Tampa areas as well. And it was nowhere close to us. So I think people are just lulled to sleep with the fact that, oh, well, I'm not in a flood zone. But the fact is, if you're not in a flood zone, that's when flood insurance is the most affordable. And in my opinion, Hillsborough and Pinellas County, pretty much everybody's in a flood zone if we have one of those catastrophic storms.
Talk about FEMA for a second too, because maybe there's an assumption, I don't know, people think, oh, well, FEMA's going to come in. That's what they do. They help with storm coverage afterwards. The
government's going to make everything right. Well, the fact of the matter is FEMA, and the spokesperson for FEMA said itself, it's not designed to replace everything that you had. FEMA assistance is actually a loan. It's not a grant. And it's maxed out about $33,000. In Katrina, the average loan out to people was about $8,000, and they had to pay that back still. So I don't know anybody that has a house that $8,000 is going to get them back to where they need to be.
Well, for people watching this morning, and again, this is a good time to maybe reevaluate, look at what you have, maybe what you should have. What would you have them do? You
know, I would have them give us a call. You can shop your insurance, you can shop your flood insurance, and just see what it costs. It may not be anywhere near what people are expecting it to cost. You know, and we're an independent, so we can offer about 30 different companies. I compare us to like a Travelocity or a Kayak, where, you know, give us one call, we'll do all the shopping for you, and we'll bring you the best rates available. And there are some homeowner insurance companies that will actually discount the homeowners if you do the flood through them as well.
Win-win.
So if we can save a little extra money, that makes a big difference.
It does make a big difference. Thank you so much again for being here this morning. We'll make sure we put the info up so people know how to get a hold of you easily and quickly. And thank you again. We look forward to seeing you again soon, Eric.
Thank you very much.